When Dr. Delbert Blair said back in the day that the planet was rising in frequency, and if you do not match your frequency of your body to the planet's frequency, that's when you age fast. That's when you get sick. That's when you die. And also, that's when people start acting wacky. I see that happening to this day. The man was always on point. There is no debunking his words and his predictions and his prophecies. I see it today. Let's talk about this don't say gay. I didn't get across to that for a while. I was like, okay, I'm still seeing people talking about it. I didn't read the bill myself, but having it explained to me by intelligent people, DeSantis being one. Nowhere in the bill says you can't say gay. Why? Listen, let me talk to the gays and the LG whatever. The LG. I can't because y'all. I heard they added a I and an A or something. I just can't with the yo. I can't. There's a movie called Idiocracy. Go watch it. It's free on YouTube with Terry Crews. This would not be an argument and this would not be up for debate if you did one thing and one thing only. When an adult asks you kindly not to say something to their child, all you have to do as the opposite party is say, all right, it is your child. I understand. There's no court needed. There's no taxpayers' money needed. There's no arguing needed. There's no goddamn 600-page executive orders needed. It's that simple. It's going to get to a point where people will be able to walk up to you and just take your car. And they're going to try to find a bill on the left to make that justified. Like, this is how crazy these people are. And crazy means cracked. And I am seeing that. And it's like, whatever you say, they know. Some of them know they're not stupid. They're playing stupid. And it's going to... These are babies. And if you cannot see that, this shit is going to get worse. It is, and I don't want it to. It's going to get... Why is it that... Let me back up for a second and take my voice down a notch. To that community and to these teachers and the people that support this whole thing that where you feel you can say what you want to somebody's child because you're a teacher. People are mad today because we already confronted you nicely for years. Do you? Do you? It's your life. It's your life. Whatever you do in the confinements of your home is your business. You have the right to be in love. You have the right to pierce your eyeballs if you want to. That's none of my business. And we said this to you over and over and over again. The problem is, it's not just the everyday civilian that lives under that group, the LGBT, that group. You have people in prominent positions that are with that group. And understand something. A child doesn't make a decision to be molested or basically to be molested. That is forced upon and tricked upon. What do you think they're doing as grown people? So you're not going to tell me that almost 90% of these people, these grown people that's pushing for this, wasn't molested. I'm not saying every gay person was or every stud woman, what you weren't. A lot of them weren't. I'm not here to metaphysically break that down either. But that's exactly what you're doing. When somebody asks you nicely, hey, can you please stay off my lawn? Okay? You asked. Tuesday, you asked. You look out your window Wednesday, same thing. You look out your window Thursday, same thing. You look out your window Friday, same thing. Saturday, you look out your window, same thing. You decide to go outside. You're a little more stern now. I'm going to call the cops. Stay off of my lawn, please. You just went to Home Depot, paid a lot of money to replenish your lawn. You like your lawn. It's your lawn. You pay taxes for it. You pay your mortgage for it. It's yours. Here comes Sunday. Back on your lawn again. Now you're screaming. Cops come. Cops telling you, go back in the house. If you don't go back in the house, we're going to arrest you. Are you fucking serious right now? This is my property. That's exactly what's happening today. That's exactly what's happening today. I even saw, I read a year or so ago, 2 years ago, maybe 2019, feel like it was just yesterday. Because all this bullshit that's going on, plus time is speeding up. That's why them nutties on the left got to speed up with things, because they know what's going on. In certain states, there were situations where gay people were touching people inappropriately, and people were trying to blame the victim, the person who stood up for themselves. Okay. FBI, CIA, whatever, y'all can pass whatever bills you want to. The moment that shit starts flying, you're going to get that Luciferian doctrine, chaos, exactly the way you wanted it. And I'm not being disrespectful. It's real. These are human beings. People don't want to be bombarded by certain people's ideology. We're talking about everyday civilians. We're talking about people's children, bro. If I tell you don't touch me, you don't have the right to touch me. If I say don't say nothing to my child, even if somebody bent over to my child in the park, and I don't know you, and I walk over and say, listen, don't speak to my child. No, I'll just ask him if he's okay. I don't know you. Well, I'll just ask him if he wanted some ice cream. And it could be a nice mother that got another kid there. It's my right to say that, even though I wouldn't if I see a mother there at the park with her child. And y'all be careful, people. Women are the ones that lure your children for human trafficking, because women got that natural, nurturing vibe with them. So it's always women that's always trying to set other women up and other children up to snatch them up for human trafficking, which is $1 billion industry, just to let you know. And you'd be amazed who's really behind it. Because if it was just everyday civilians, where does everyday civilians hide thousands and thousands of people? These niggas ain't even got nowhere to go, because I heard gangs is in on it now, especially in Florida. They ain't even got a pot to piss in their damn self half the time. They still selling drugs out of grandma's house. So just think about that. But why is this such a problem? When we asked these people of this certain preference, leave my child alone, please. Thank you. Have a good day. Jesus loves you. People asked nicely. You can always smell a fire beginning to burn because the smoke is already there. I mean, you can actually see the blaze coming from a fire. Excuse me. You actually see the blaze about to form because you already see the smoke forming. And the reason I say smoke, I use that because these people act like they're blinded. They can't see what you're saying through the smoke. Homeboy, homegirl, trust me. I really suggest you fall back. And these people don't even have children. That's the majority of these teachers and these weird people. They don't, and I say weird, and weird only means unique. So don't take it because y'all always use words out of context. Like even people that get 6 figures a year, $1 million a year, some of these people, these anchor men and women, y'all use the word racism as if it's just to throw around. Like the word Uncle Tom, like calling people coon. People use words all wrong. Trump's a racist. Trump ain't got the power to be racist. Well, he does, because if he has support of important people around him, but that's not the point I'm here. The point I'm here saying is this. For the last time, people are acting nicely and telling you, yo, if you want to be gay, man. Shit, you a cool person. You want to be trans, you want to be queer or lesbian. And I'm trying to keep up with all your alphabets that y'all taking from us with that shit too. Go on, go for it. Leave me alone. I don't care what you do over there. You're not me. I ain't gonna tell you what me and my wife was doing last night. That's none of your business. But you had a teacher down in Florida tell her students the sexual shit she did the night before, and kudos, big up to that student that went and told, or students. Anytime a teacher, an adult talks about sex with you, and it definitely ain't your family, you need to go tell somebody immediately. Immediately. And then okay, there's a young brother named Young Farrell. Shout out to Young Farrell. I hope everything's okay with him. He was in an interview with a group of kids, 2 lesbians and a gay dude. The gay dude was just going along to get along. See, I come from women in my family on my mother's side that really don't rock with gay dudes because my mother worked at the post office. She couldn't stand when they came to her window, and it was just always over dramatic. And I was waiting because they can be, some of these dudes can get really violent towards women. And I was just waiting for one of them to disrespect my mother. I was waiting for that shit. I didn't want it to happen, but I was waiting for it because I seen it a lot in my hood. These dudes think they can beat up on women because they think they're women. All right? There's a lot of straight men that's punks like that too, but we talking about them right now. So Young Frau is telling these people, you already seen the energy of these people. There was this one tall, skinny chick. I guess she was a stud. Young Frau told them from the beginning, I don't care what you do behind closed doors. That's your business. He said, I just don't want my children subjected to your sexual behavior, which is posted everywhere, especially in New York. Everywhere you look, it's not even like two little boys hugging or kissing. It's like tongues and shit. Like, yo, these people are sick people. These are babies. Why the fuck are we even having this conversation? So I go watch my man James Klug a little while ago. Klug, I'm sorry, brother. And he was asking people, this all ties in. He was asking people, who do you think is going to win in 2024 between Joe Biden and Trump? But of course, ignorant ass black people, had this African chick and her man, her simp ass man, it could have been her brother. He's still a simp. Trump's a racist. Look, listen. And it all ties in because all of those people that think against Trump are literally the people that support some of the most sickest shit on the face of the earth. And it just happens to be that way. It's not the way I want it to be. It's not what I only see. It's a pattern. And I'm not here to talk about Trump is racist and not. Look, I'm a brother. I've been a brother my whole life. Always been proud to be a brother. That's who I am. And if I thought that man was racist, I would have not rocked with him. I would not rock with his ass at all. And I damn sure wouldn't deal with Joe Biden. I just go back to where I was, not paying attention to none of this shit. These people were like, Biden's doing a great job. Are you serious? They made an executive order towards mothers who are standing up for their children. A father got angry in Virginia because his daughter, and I'm going to be very vulgar with this, was anally raped. And it's like nobody on the left showed any kind of love or concern for that child. You see the kind of energy we're dealing with? A little girl, little boy, doesn't matter. A little girl was raped by a trans boy. What is he going for a female's booty for when he thinks he's a girl? Tell you like this, man. I am not making any idle threats. I am not violent. I don't call for violence. But I'm giving you a prediction. And I really pray to God it doesn't happen. But I think these evil controllers wants it to happen. People are not going to be taking this, man. Listen, if you go near a bear's den and there's a cub in there, definitely you're getting it. If you go near any kind of feline and they got cubs around, any kind of animal of nature, a bird, a little sparrow, you go near their nest, anything where their young is at, even dolphins, as much as they love humans, when they have a young one with them, they will F you up in that ocean. Because they're not taking any chances. It's about protecting your young. It's that simple. Now you can turn the page, son. Why in the fuck is that? That's how you know people are mentally distorted, bro. It should just be that. But I guarantee you, if you walk up to one of these so-called liberals, maybe even not, but if you walk up to one of them and say, hey, can I have your child for about an hour? They're going to go crazy. You know why? Because it's not their child that's having this bullshit put upon them. I don't know, man. I don't know. I see civilian made platoons being made, bro. I don't know. I'm starting to. I never heard nothing like that, but just the frequency I live on, bro. I just feel like there's gonna be a lot of people coming together. It's gonna take one wrong thing that happened to somebody's child, like a trans teacher just raped a student not too like. I just heard this 2-3 weeks ago. I mean, come on. And they hide this stuff on the news. So I don't support even Fox. Like there's a couple of people on Fox I may, give a couple of minutes to if I ain't got shit to do. No diss to Tucker, any of them dudes, or the women on the 5 and all that shit. Or I mean, not the 5. I tap into that once in a while. And Faulkner and them, just once in the blue. But Fox News sucks, bro. The only news channel I can say that shows more than any other news is Newsmax. They're the only, they'll show you some shit and they'll say some shit that you say every day in a barbershop or to your friend in a goddamn bar. They'll say some real shit on there. That's the only reason why I give them people props, man. They say it raw. And at first I was like, oh man, all these fucking mainstream media, they all a bunch of bullshit. But I gave it a chance, man. As an adult, I gave it a chance, man. And I was like, holy shit, these motherfuckers really do be saying some real shit. They call it all out. I mean, the only thing I don't agree with them is I don't care about the Ukraine war. Maybe the civilians, but I'm a black man and I know for a fact through history because I look, first off, I collect Hitler books. Why do I collect Hitler books? Because one, I just don't listen to somebody when they tell me about something. Look, listen, these motherfuckers told me, convince my people that we were somebody that we're not. So when it comes to anybody else, these so-called American leaders project onto me, I go look it up myself, bro. And lo and behold, I'm gonna tell you like this, whether you like it or not, and I got a rabbi that will verify this. Berlin in the 30s was like Hollywood in Las Vegas. Child pornography, all that crazy stuff. All that stuff. Inflation, all that. What's happening here was happening over there. Hint, hint. And then when the Nazis were getting their asses handed to them, guess who took them in? The one thing I can say about Russia is, and I'm around a goofy that kind of has a liberal mind, so I won't even bring that up. It's not recorded that Russia has never invaded Africa like every other European country has. They're not picking off of Africa right now, as far as I'm concerned. And they never enslaved Africans. Show me in history where Africans are enslaved in Russia. You see, all this truth is coming out now. Now, I'm not saying that Putin is a stand-up guy and a savior and all that. I'm not saying that. But if you do the research, he's never done that. And I know that Ukraine was a safe haven for Nazis. So why the fuck should I care? They asking me, making no donation. No, I don't want to make no donation for no. I ain't making no donation for Ukraine. Y'all sending billions of dollars over these fucking people. Excuse me, Vogue. There's going to be a couple of more bombs now because I'm getting frustrated. You're sending billions of fucking dollars and you dumbass black people, dumbass black liberals, and dumbass black people who want to fucking sit there and back up Biden. They're sending billions of dollars. The first thing they said when they heard reparations was, we don't know where the money's going to come from. We don't have, and all of a sudden now you can send billions to a fucking war. You can block up, you can put the best security on their borders, but you can't do that over here with us. Because it's a takeover, bro. And that's my First Amendment right to think so. It's a takeover. It's obvious. Any normal person would ask you that. Anybody that comes to contact, 16-year-old, 17-year-old can see that shit just as clear. All they got to do is pay attention. You mean to tell me that you can't put no troops over here, but you can put troops across the ocean? And you dumbass black people, this is why I don't do that black-white shit. I used to. I don't do that shit no more. Blaming everything on the white man and slavery and all that. First off, found out ain't nobody in my family's ever been a slave. Two, I never even witnessed fucking slavery because I'd have been dead. Because I'm not going to sit there and do your work every day. The first fucking machete you give me, I'm going after the first man on that horse. And if I have the same soul and mindset as I do today, then I know damn well back then I reincarnated probably 4 times a week. This is what the Blue River has been doing to you Negroes for God knows how long, and y'all still hanging in there. Oh, because he was beat by Biden. Little chubby lady that was just on a video over in California. Like, seriously, this is why nobody likes dating these type of women, yo. And I'm not talking about color-wise. I'm just talking about the ideology of these women, man. They're just goofies. They're straight goofies. Who wants to date a goofy-ass woman like that? Oh, I like Biden because he beat Trump. Yeah, Biden don't like your nigger ass. That's for damn sure. And personally, me, I do believe that if you can trace your roots back to, matter of fact, everybody that is of melanin had to go take a harder road all the way up till today. So yes, I do think reparations should be given in the form of some kind of tangibles or whatever, not no goddamn schooling, because now you're still under their spell. I have a dude I grew up with, and this is my boy. Well, I think that, he texted me, I think they should give him that. Fuck you in your education. Motherfucker, simp, shut up. Nobody wants to go to school for this bullshit that they be teaching. Everything's a fucking lie with these people anyway. College here is just going along with their system. I don't want that. Give me a shitload of acres of land. Keep your money. Give me my deed, and I don't want to pay taxes on it. That's mine. Nope. But they can cook up a lot of money to go over there and help people over there in Europe with no problem, right? And you got dumbass Negroes with their fake ass weaves in their hair. Still on these videos, it's always them. It's never a prominent sister. It's never an elegant, highly intelligent sister, a spiritual sister. It's always these everyday overweight goofies. I don't think all white people should be held accountable for other white people, what other white people did. And the same thing with black people, white people, and Hispanics and Indians. All black people the shit black people do, you can't blame on every single black person. Listen, I'll bring that shit to your whole race. Because I can name all kind of shit that Asians did throughout history. I can name fucked up shit that Hispanics are still doing today. And I can name fucked up shit that Indian people do, especially the way they treat their goddamn arranged wives. Not dealing with an idiot over here. Soon as Biden came back in office, the most creepiest shit started happening in this country. The most creepiest shit. I got a niece. She's in North Carolina. I promise you. I promise you, bro. She better stay safe. I ask her every single time I speak to her. Anybody bothering you? Anybody try to say something crazy to you? Any adults, any of these teachers? Let me know. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not playing. It's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. And I said in my last video I put up, listen, the only way we're going to get through this is together. You got these cats on YouTube, and I listen to shit they say, we don't need these orgs, and we don't need these. Listen, bro, to fight this system, let's see you do it by yourself. You can't even stop niggas from banging in your goddamn community, and you talking about we don't need this and we don't need that. And y'all counting on some fucking sun giving us, connecting our DNA? Well, maybe it will. Maybe it won't. But right now, let's keep to reality. The black race ain't going to change shit on this planet by ourselves because we can't even trust each other today. We don't even speak to each other. I was born in 73, so I've never seen it where black people walk in the same goddamn grocery store, same goddamn facility, and don't speak to each other. You got family today just going ham on each other. And you sitting there talking about, we gonna get together with the black gods? Well, the black gods don't like your ass, and Lil does not like you. That's why he flooded this shit. These niggas is crazy. It's gonna take everybody of this high consciousness, everybody that's aware of all this bullshit, and they're gonna have to arm up to, when I say arm up, I don't mean with guns, like mentally get together and figure this shit out together, bro. Every race has that lower vibratory part of their race, man, because they're humans. And the people that think on a higher frequency, that don't want none of this creepy shit around their children or their elders, then those are the people that got to come together and form some kind of group. Other words, y'all asses can keep complaining and going to Congress complaining and be shouting out there with signs and standing outside of mayors' houses and shit. Y'all can do that. That shit, they don't care about that. That shit don't change nothing. It's not gonna take one good. This monster got so big, it ain't gonna take no one group of goddamn race or person to change the world. Yo, seriously, I love my people, man, but yo, the shit I be seeing on YouTube, I'm like, yo, this dude, and I never like that word crazy. I don't like calling people crazy, seriously. I don't like that. If you don't understand somebody, that shouldn't be the first word that you call them, bro. It's been called to me plenty of times. Like, I was young, like I was angry, I was sad, I used to lash out at shit. But when you sitting there trying to come talk to a kid about sex and gender, because you can't talk about one without the other, now your ass is crazy to me. Now you're crazy. And when I say, and also, you got to be crazy to think that, it's funny like how my people, seriously, and it took me a long time to say it because I fell back, and that's why I make these videos, because people used to want to get me on videos, do interviews and shit. I was like, nah, I ain't no goddamn body, nah, I ain't doing no, yo, come on, yo. Nah, I don't want to do it, yo. Seriously, I don't want, I should tell them, nah. But yo, we as black people, seriously, it's funny how we can sit there and constantly look that way at who's killing us. Every so often, you get a cop, a crooked ass cop, or a lightly trained cop to kill one of my people. And I'm probably not even related to him. When I say that, not even just on a human level, like he probably come from Orion, I probably come from somewhere in the Vega star system or something. We probably ain't nowhere near related. But just because we have melanin, everybody got to say we all know. That's why a lot of us don't get along, because a lot of us literally were seeded by people from different star systems. Man, listen, I ain't going to get into all that. Let's just keep it basic. Y'all brothers get on here and y'all do not say shit about these niggas terrorizing our goddamn communities. Y'all don't say nothing because you still live in those communities and you're scared, and the safest thing to do is talk about somebody else so you can get thumbs up, subscribes, and a check. That's exactly what y'all do. Because some of y'all related to these motherfuckers, and the other ones y'all live in the same neighborhoods. And as soon as they see your ass on YouTube speaking out against them, you fear it ain't gonna come for you or somebody in your family. That's what it is. You ain't no real goddamn leader to be afraid. You got something to say it, man. If you feel like you saving lives, then save lives. I'll tell you why, and I said in another video if I still have it up. I usually take these shits down after a while. I just want to see if 1, 2, 3 people hear what I got to say. If they choose to listen to the whole thing, fine. But I'm going to tell you like this. My mother, as long as she's on this planet, she asked me not to put my face on the camera because of how stupid people are. Both of my parents assisted a good movement in the 60s. Okay? You're not talking to somebody that's weak. You're not talking about somebody that just picked up a book and got woke over the last 10 years. You're not talking to somebody who just got information since there's a YouTube. No. I don't know it all, but I know enough and I see enough. I'm tired of that blame game shit. Like little fucking kids, yo. They enslaved us. They enslaved us. Then you're weak. You're a victim. You're weak. That's what victim means in my world. You're weak. If I was to go to war, say I went to the Marines like I was supposed to. Like I wanted to, so to say. If we go to war, I'm telling my family I love y'all. Already get ready to fucking get a flag sent to you. Because when a type of person I am, when I go to war, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to war, bro. We toy with everything over here, man. Everything. You just cannot talk about one white cop shoots black kid. Black kid shoots black kid. Nobody say shit. And like I said, want to keep talking about some fucking slavery. Ain't none of y'all even witnessed that shit. And it was foul what our ancestors went through. Well, maybe not mine, because like I said, I know my grandmother never mentioned anything about slavery, and my grandmother said that I'm not from Africa, and my grandmother said she was a full majority of Blackfoot and Mohawk mixed. And plus, her being born and raised in Harlem, there was no slavery shit around there at that time. You had racist motherfuckers everywhere. No disrespect to my white brothers and sisters, but a lot of them, wherever the fuck y'all was, y'all displayed racism. That's the truth. You're much cooler today. Men in Black 2. No, Men in Black 3. See, things are much cooler today, you know? Anyway, listen, thank you for listening. This shit is insane, man. Seriously, like, it's insane. Like, why is there an argument? Just stay away. Like, somebody say, get off my lawn, or don't jump on my car, or you gotta just respect that. Like, yo, don't go in my room, or don't go in my wallet. It's like, yo, what the fuck is going on today? Where people just ain't, and these little fat ass, little lesbian looking, all up in the camera. Like, yo, you don't know somebody gonna whoop your fucking ass one day for saying something to their child? Once you give the people a hint that they're not protected, they're not able to protect, like they don't have the right to protect their children no more, that's when shit's gonna start going ham. That's when shit's gonna start going ham. Like that, and you know what? Honestly, like I said, I never disliked anybody from that group. I'm secure in my manhood. I am 100% PU, you know the rest. But I'm going to tell you like this, man. This is why people start not to like y'all. And there's a lot of good people that's gay or whatever. There's a lot of spiritual, beautiful people out there that's gay or trans or whatever. There's a lot of people. You just can't stamp one trans person or these nutcases that's getting up on TikTok and blessing them, like, and blame them for what the rest of these people are doing. You know what I mean? Like, you can't see a black dudes on the news, which that's all the liberals ever put up there are black people committing crimes. You know, goddamn well, we have the Russians out in Brooklyn. We have motherfucking Asians. We have the fucking Indians doing shit. Everybody on this planet is breaking a crime, breaking the law some way or another, and they keep putting us up there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing when it comes to gay people. Like, you can't hate all gay people or trans people or whatever. But the trans are the ones that people, from the conversations I have, they're the ones that everybody's starting to dislike, y'all. They're the ones right there. And just for that, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to go watch Dave Chappelle against Sticks and Stones, because that shit is so genius, the way he breaks that shit down. I don't know a Harvard professor or anybody else can break that shit down better than the way he did, because it's the truth. And when the truth hits, and there's no so noticeable, when you watch Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones, notice the two creepy clown-looking big-ass trans people sitting in the middle with their fucking notepads. That's what we're talking about. You are insane, bro. You're sitting at a concert writing down everything the man says. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? They're not normal. When you do shit like that, you're not normal. As much as Richard Pryor and the rest of these comedians used to rag on white people, and the majority of Richard Pryor's fans were fucking white people in his crowd. You ever watch him stand up? When the camera goes across the crowd, you'll see shitload of white people. And just to let you know, his last 4 wives are white. These people have issues, man. They really have issues. Like, not to say it to be mean, it's, if I was just like, I'm a social therapist. Boo, woohoo, yeah, big deal. I study on my own, self-educated in child psychology, behavior science, and all that other shit. Okay? I threw it all out the window because my grandmothers and the women of my family ain't need no goddamn books, how to raise a child to keep their ass out of trouble and everything else. It was just something I went aligned with when I wanted to start walking to a certain field of certain field of work. I was going to work with children and shit. Like, nah. Maybe if you go back to your spiritual roots, you'll understand everything. How do our elders find a leader, the next leader? They watch the kids play. And the one that everybody follows around, that's the one they start molding to be the next chief. All right? I'll holler at y'all. Peace.